How's it going? Today, there's something about some monogatari. So monogatari is something like this ancient story, I guess you could say. Yeah. What do we have here? Some warriors with bow and arrows. There's something about bamboo tree, and I think there's like a guy cut a bamboo tree and there was a baby in it. I don't know what's going on here. Some like that old Japanese house and stuff. Two ladies crying or something. One of them is crying, one of them is shouting. And then something like Mount Fuji. People going somewhere. And then they travel with carriages and stuff. There you have it. So that's sort of a preview, because there will be a lot of boring text without pictures, like 2 pages at least. So that's 第48課. So text 48. And that's a honbun, so that's like main text of this chapter. So this ka, it can mean chapter, it can mean many things. So this book, I guess it has sort of 25 texts or chapters, and I guess, yeah, there's like a main text and some extra, they call it extra, like text and exercises for each. So actually I just realized, so this book too, so each book has 25 chapters, so 3 chapters left till the end of the book. So actually I haven't read the first book, so I'll try to get the first book out. I just started from the book 2. Okay, so Taketori Monogatari. Actually, did I? Oh, I think it's a bit wrong in the title. Give me a second too. Taketori. So take means bamboo. I'll zoom in on this one. 4 kanji. Take means bamboo. Toru, main meaning is to take. And monogatari, mono is something physical object, and gatari is like a story. So monogatari, I don't know, it means some type of a story, usually like an old story. So that's, how would we translate this? That's some kind of a story about, not sure what this means yet, bamboo plus story. I guess I can look it up in the dictionary. Taketori. Sometimes it's there might be no translation, I think, because it's like Taketori. It's the tale of the bamboo cutter. I guess it's from 10th century. Moving on. Sometimes it's important to stop and not go too deep in the dictionaries and Wikipedias and such. Mukashi, aru tokoro ni oji-san to oba-san ga sunde imashita. So a long time ago, in a certain place, oji-san and oba-san. So literally it's saying uncle and aunt. Oba-san. Wait, oba-san is it oji-san? Oji-san. I guess oji-san is like old guy and old lady lived in a certain place together. Some of them, they have similar. I'm just trying to remember. This uncle would be... What's the name for the uncle? Okasan or Basan? Or Nesan? Anyhow. There's all these names for different like relatives names. So this guy is Oji. I think there's like, if it's like short Oji-san, that means old guy Oji-san. If it's Oji-san, it means uncle, something like that. And Oji-san, it's already, wait, it's kind of both. Oji-san means uncle, and it means old man. Well, there you have it. I thought there was also like Oji-san, something like that, no? So Oji-san, it's a definitely grandfather, like it's an old guy, yeah. But without this E, it can be either or. It can be either uncle or old man. Which is interesting, or just some mister. So in this case, it's a Oji-san, so there's extra E, so that means it's a old guy person. Okay, so this old guy, or grandfather, okay. おじいさんは山から竹を取ってきて、いろいろなものを作って売っていました。So this old guy, 山から竹, from the mountain, bamboo that comes from the mountains. 取って, he was like, I don't know, taking it, or I guess cutting, I don't know. And 取ってきて, no, actually 取ってきて. Now let's pause there for a second. Sometimes when there's two verbs in a te form, it means like you do one thing and then you do another thing. But then there's teiku and teite. Usually it's like, if it's iku, it means direction is going sort of like, I'm doing this thing. And if it's iku, it means going somewhere. Like, it's the direction of this action is sort of pointing outwards. Now, kite, it means to, it goes in a direction sort of towards you, like, so totte, so you take it towards yourself. Sorry, I'm spitting on the mic. So, I guess you could say he was brilliant. It's like when you take, it's like to take and to come, two verbs together. But he was, basically what that means, he was bringing it somewhere to his house or something. From the mountain, this bamboo, and then iro na mono o tsukutte, he was creating various things from this bamboo, and he was selling it. ある日、おじいさんは不思議な光を出している竹を見つけて切りました。On a certain day, ある日, or yeah, that's usually how I would translate it. Or like one day, let's say, maybe it's best, like in this case, because it's like, yeah, one day, this old guy technically he saw. This word he saw is at the end. What did he saw? A bamboo. What kind of a bamboo? The kind of light, like 不思議な光を出している竹. So from which mysterious light was coming out or something like that. It's actually, I remember I struggled with this word order years ago, because it's very different from English or any like Western languages, where it's like one day, old guy, and then it's like from here it's like a weird word order. Mysterious light coming out bamboo saw. So it's like in English you would say, yeah, you will have to reorder all those things. So a guy, and then you have to have a verb. What did you do? What did he do? He saw. He saw what bamboo? What kind of bamboo? The one that had mysterious light coming out from. And what did he do? Kirimashita. He cut it. 中には小さな可愛い女の子がいました。So inside there was a small, cute baby girl. 子供がいないおじいさんとおばあさんはとても喜んで、女の子にかぐや姫という名前をつけて、大切に育てました。Okay. There's a lot going on in this sentence, but basically, 子供がいないおじいさんとおばあさんは. Okay, so that's va, so marking in like topic of the sentence. So old guy and old lady. What's up? What's going on with them? The ones that didn't have a baby. So it's like since they didn't have a baby of their own. But I don't know, I'm trying to reorder words as I go. But we are talking about old guy, old man, and the old lady. They didn't have their own children, and they were totemo yorokonde, really happy, I guess, that they found this baby, onnanoko ni, and what's the word? So they gave a name, namae o tsukete. So they gave a name to this onnanoko, so this girl, and the name was Kaguya Hime. So Hime is princess, and Kaguya, I don't know. I guess it's a name, so you don't translate names, I guess. And taisetsu ni sodateimashita. And well, taisetsu can mean usually means important, but it sounds weird. Like importantly, they raised this child. Taisetsu ni. Maybe there's a better word. Come on. Yeah, usually it means important, but I guess there's also like well, beloved, and taisetsu ni, it means careful. Carefully, they raised her carefully. It sounds weird, but that's what it says. Kaguya hime wa dondon okiku natte totemo kirei ni narimashita. So this Kaguya princess gradually, well, literally saying, became big, but yeah, she grew up gradually and became very pretty. 美しいかぐや姫のことを聞いて、男たちが結婚を申し込みに来ました。Where do I start? Let's start with the ga. So, 男たちが, so boys, 男, I guess it's men, okay. Otoko, usually it's like, yeah. So basically all the guys, what did they want? They 結婚の申し込みに来ました. So they came, 来ました. For what reason? To 申し込み usually means apply. But in this case, they came to apply to marry her. So in this case, they kind of asked to marry her. Why did they do this? Because they heard, 聞いて, that there's a very beautiful 美しいかぐや姫, かぐや princess. どうぞかぐや姫と結婚させてください. Please, so that's like in quotes means direct speech, right? Quote. Please, let me marry Kaguya-san, Kaguya-hime, Kaguya princess. おじさんはかぐや姫に男たちの気持ちを伝えましたが、かぐや姫は結婚したくないと言いました。So this old man, what did he do? He 伝えましたが、気持ちを伝えましたが、he, well, 伝えます means to convey or like, so 伝えます but usually it's like I say something basically and I 伝えます but in this is a bit strange that it's like this time. Oh, no. Okay. No, that's fine. That's not what he like. Okay. So otoko. I'm trying to find the main word. So what did he do? This old guy, old man, kind of like listened or heard the feelings of this man, but Kaguya princess Kikonshita. But basically he told them that he's not gonna let them marry the princess, right? Yeah, this was interesting. おじいさんはかぐやさん姫の友達を伝えましたが、言いました。結婚したくないと言いました。So what did old man do? He said that he doesn't 結婚したくない literally it's saying, well, 結婚 to marry, if it was shitai, he would like wish to marry, but he said he doesn't wish for her to marry, even though he heard what these people said to him. All right. しかし5人の男が諦めなかったので、私がお願いしたものを探してきた人と結婚します。Wow. と言って、男たちを遠い国へ行かせました。かぐや姫が男たちに頼んだものはとても珍しくて、探すのが大変でした。Alright, that's a lot to unpack, but it starts with shikashi, or like but. It's sort of like but. Five guys 諦めなかったので because it's like because these five guys didn't want to give up, and they said 私がお願いしたものを探してきた人と結婚します。Alright. I'm trying to okay, 私がお願いしたものを探してきた人と結婚します。お願いしたものを探し Okay, I'll just go word by word. So, 私が So, me お願いしたものお願い means please and お願いしたものをNow that's a weird one. お願いしたもの So, もの is a thing. that he wants お願いしたもの maybe I'll translate it in the dictionary in a sec, but basically を探して so 探して is to search, to look for, and then 来た人 so 来た is to come, and 人 means person, and then is と so together with that person 結婚します I will marry I'll definitely so this is like very confident I will be marrying to a person basically the the way it's put together it's a bit sounds strange in English, but I'll see お願いしたもの request 来た人とjust it's kind of weird. It's a weird sentence. Okay. Basically, お願いしたものを探してきた人と結婚します Basically, it's kind of very weird. I cannot really translate it into English very well, but on the like word by word. But basically, what it means, I came to marry. I was looking for a certain person, and I want her, and basically I'll marry her, something like that. And so he said that, and 男たちを遠い国へ行かせました。So this man from a faraway country, I guess they came. Now this 行かせました so to iku means to go, but this 行かせました is like it's either someone allows them to go. I mean, it's a weird grammar. Maybe it's like if it's an old text, they have a bit strange, like I don't know, grammar in there, like ancient grammar. But basically, we'll see where this is going soon. I sometimes it's like in this book it's been a bit vague, so it's like until you read a bit more, you cannot really translate well the start of it. So I feel like we need to have a bigger sample size to read a bit more. かぐや姫が男たちに頼んだものはとても難しくて探すのが大変でした。So this Princess Kaguya to this man 頼んだもの so it's like they kind of want her and she's とても珍しくて she's very rare and 探すのが大変 so it was kind of hard to find her, something like that. 一人はインドへ仏の石の鉢を探しに行きました。So one man Indo went to India. So this Hotoke no Ishi, so that's Buddha's rock. And this Hachi, I think it means needle. I think it's a needle. No. It's a bowl, some kind of a crown. I don't know. So many things. So he went to look to India for this special. Okay, Ishi no Hachi. So it's made of Buddha's rock. So this like strange bowl made of rock. 一人は東の海にある山へ行って宝石でできた木の枝 を取ってきなければなりませんでした。So another guy, 一人は東の海に。So 東 is Eastern Sea. He went there to the Eastern Sea and there was ある山へ行って。So there was a certain mountain. And Hoseki, it's like kind of like a jewelry, I think. Gem, jewel, okay, precious stone. Hoseki 出てきた. So there was a certain tree and there was whatever this is, Eda. Branch, tree branch. And so he took it, 取ってきなければなりませんでした. So he had to go and take it, this tree, and the tree somehow had some gem on it or something, like a jewel. 一人は, so the third guy, what did he do? 絶対に燃えないネズミの皮の着物を探しに中国へ行きました. So one guy, so literally saying 一人は, like technically it's a third guy, but they say one guy, 絶対に燃えないネズミ, absolutely, like 燃えない, something you cannot burn. Nezumi is a mouse, and this is a nezumi no kawa. So the skin of the mouse that absolutely cannot be burned. And from this skin there was a kimono. So there was a kimono, well, something you wear, clothes. And so in order to search for that, sagashi ni, so this hagashi ni, so in order to search for that, chugoku e ikimashita, went to China. 一人は竜の首の玉を、一人はツバメが持っている珍しい貝を取ってこなければなりませんでした. Okay, so one more guy, what did he do? He was something like looking for Ryu no Kubi no Tama, some kind of a dragon neck pearl or marble. And another Hitori wa, so one more guy, Hitori wa Tsubame. Tsubame is like nails or something called Tsubame. Jisho is a bit slow today. Tsubame means swallow. That's a bird. Like a bird. So, Tsubame ga motteiru mezurashi kai. So, kai is a shell. Like a seashell. So, mezurashi, rare seashell that had, I guess, a picture of swallow. So, totte konakereba narimasu. So, he had to go and get it. Shikashi. So, all these people, okay, maybe I start to understand this previous paragraph a bit better. So, it's not explained very well, but, okay, there were 5 men. And somehow, Kaguya-sama ga, so this princess, which I didn't register at first, so Kaguya Hime ga otoko tachi ni, so to these 5 men, tanonda mono, so she, tanomu is to request something, and mono is physical object, so she requested some physical objects to bring to her that are really rare, and she sent them, they had to go to countries far away. So yeah, otoko tachi o toiku ni e ikase, now that kind of makes sense. So like I said, ikasemashita, this semashita means it's like someone kind of asks them to go. So it has that nuance to it. And basically that's what she said. Watashi ga onegai. Now I kind of understand what this onegai shita mono o sagashite kita hito to. So she's saying, I will marry a guy who will bring me, basically come, not literally saying come back, but basically he will bring, like, he'll search and bring me things I requested. Onegai shita mono, it's like things I want, basically. Okay, now it makes sense. Alright. しかし3年過ぎでも誰も頼んだものを持ってくることができませんでした。So, but 3 years passed and no one brought anything, basically. 誰も頼んだものを持ってくること。Yeah. So, yeah. And 無理になったことをして、So, yeah. 病気になった男や死んでいました男もいました。Whoa. Harsh. So, 無理になったことをして、So, 無理 can mean a few things, but it means impossible. So the tasks she gave to them, became impossible, and some of the guys byoki ni natta became ill or sick, and there were even guy or guys, because we don't know. Guess just one guy died, basically, searching for that object. 天皇もかぐや姫が好きになり、妻にしたいと思いました。Okay, I'll read ahead a little bit to better understand this sentence. 何回も手紙で気持ちを伝えましたが、はいと言わせることができませんでした。そしてまた3年が過ぎて夏になりました。かぐや姫は毎晩月を見て泣くようになりました。Okay, so basically the state is there were 5 guys who wanted to marry her. She asked them to go to faraway countries and bring some objects which are really hard to find, and none of them came back. Some of them got sick, someone died, and this is where we're at. And tenno, so this means sky, and this maybe means stars. So let me just confirm that, what exactly that means. Tenno. Maybe it's a star sky. No. It means Emperor of Japan. So that means heaven sky, and that means emperor. So even Emperor of Japan, Skinina, Kaguya Hime ga Skinina. So, well, I guess we could say fall in love with this princess as well. Tsuma ni shitai to omoimashita. And he wanted or was thinking for her to become his wife. 何回も手紙で気持ちを伝えましたが、no matter how many times he was kind of writing letters to her about his feelings, はいと言わせることはできませんでした。It's like basically well, the way this grammar is really cool. So, iwaseru, so it means, so it's like EU is the dictionary for meaning to say, but iwaseru is like, it has that again vibe that this emperor tried her to say it to him. So he was trying to make her say it, and he wanted her to say yes, but she never said it. そしてまた3年が過ぎて夏になりました。そして and so, well, it means what's the best way to say it's like following, something like that. In addition to that, I guess in this case, like, anyhow, basically it's that one of those words. Mata 3年が過ぎて, so again 3 years passed, and 夏になりました. It became summer. Summer came, something like that. かぐや姫は毎晩月を見なくて泣くようになりました。So, Kaguya, Princess Kaguya, mai banski. So, mai means, usually means every day, like every day or every evening moon. Or mite. And so this is saying every evening moon. She kind of she was looking at the evening moon and she was crying. Something like that. Kaguya hime, どうしたの? So, what's wrong, Kaguya princess? 私はこの世界のものではありません。月の世界から来たのです。次の満月の晩に月へ帰らなければなりません。それでとても悲しいのです。So she's saying, 私は I am not from this world. I came from the world of moon. And because of that, on the next full moon evening, it's like I will have to go back to the moon. それで and so I'm very sad about that. びっくりしたおじいさんは天皇にかぐや姫を帰らせないでくださいとお願いしました。Okay. So, surprised old man said to Emperor of Japan the following. Princess Kaguya, please don't... Well, Kairu is to go back, so it's like, don't let her... It means like, please don't... make something so she doesn't go back to the moon, something like that. So, alright. Is it all good? Oh, internet's down. Alright, let's give it a couple of seconds or minutes, and I hope it comes back. Maybe I can count in Japanese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, internet is back. Alright. That's good. Alright, internet was gone for, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds, but now it's back. And it's gone again. 0. Waiting for internet to come back. Should I count again? Sometimes I'm not sure. I know there's like different ways to count, because number 4 can be read shi or yon, and 7 can be shichi or nana, and even 9 can be q or ku, and even 10 can be ju. Maybe there's like a short ju and long ju. All right, internet is back again, I think. I tried to count in Japanese while I was waiting. All right. Can I continue? Internet stable now. Let me reset some stats. So I dropped 195 frames. All right. Let's continue. Hopefully I can read to the end and it doesn't disconnect anymore. Alright, so 満月の夜、天皇はたくさんの兵隊におじさんの家を漏らせました。So 満月の夜。満月 is a full moon の夜。So I don't know. Full moon's evening. On the evening of full moon, emperor, what did he do? He kind of like morasemashita. So morao is to, well, like protect. But again, there's this morasemashita means he kind of like let someone protect. Protect what? Yeah, so yeah can mean home, house, or even a family. So, and he also basically takusan heidan, so a lot of soldiers, I guess. He kind of morasemashita, kind of like, basically he sent some soldiers to protect the family and the family or the house. But this morasemashita, it's kind of interesting. So I'll just quickly run this through the dictionary. Morasemashita. No. Again. Morasemashita. This one. Mamoru. And what did I say? Mamorasemashita. Sorry. Mamorasemashita. So it's to protect, to guard, to defend. But yes, since it has that mamorasemashita, it means he kind of like, it's like, it has the vibe, so he asked them to go and protect. Has that nuance to it. しかし、夜中に家の周りは不思議な光でいっぱいになって。But夜中, so during the evening, 家の周り, so around the house, 不思議な光でいっぱいになって。不思議 mysterious light いっぱいになって so a lot, so there were like a lot of mysterious light. Are we still live? Because I got an email that there was an interruption. Anyhow, hopefully it's still live. And 兵団たちは何も見えなくなりました。And soldiers or warriors couldn't see anything. So 見えなくなり。So it became the state when they cannot see anything. 月から車が迎えに来たのです。From the moon, 車 usually means car, but can mean like a carriage of sorts. And 迎えに来ました。So basically, yeah, some kind of carriage came from the moon. かぐや姫が乗った月の車は空を飛んでいきました。So Princess Kaguya, what did she do? She flew and went basically in the sky on this carriage from the moon, something like that. ところで、かぐや姫は帰るときにおじいさんたちに贈り物をしました。Let me just refresh something. Alright. ところで usually means by the way or something like that. ところで by the way, Kaguya princess. So Princess Kaguya 帰るときに at the time she was going back to the moon kind of stuff. おじいさんたちにOh, it's interesting that this tachi, oji-san tachi. So oji-san means old man, but tachi means plural. So multiple old men. So, but I guess it means old man and old lady. So to him or them, to them, okurimono, present, o shimashita. So she gave them a present. それは不死の薬でした。Fushi no kusuri. So there was like a drug or medicine to be sort of immortal. So this means not die. So fushi no kusuri. So some medicine that against dying. しかし、おじいさんとおばあさんはとても悲しんで薬を飲まないで死んでしまいました。But old men and old women were very sad and they didn't want to take this medicine and they died. Surprise, surprise. 天皇はかぐや姫がいない世界で生きていても意味がないと思って高い山の上で薬を焼かせました。So this emperor how can I say 生きていてもOkay. So basically, emperor, how can I say, was living in the world without the princess. And he thought that there's no meaning to it. And he went to the high mountain and on top of it he burned this medicine. それからその山は富士の山から富士の山、そして富士山という名前になったのです。And for that reason, that mountain kind of like was called Fushi no Yama, like immortal mountain. And then it became, so it was called Fushi no Yama. And then it changed to Fuji no Yama, so Mount Fuji. And basically, even shorter version of that is Fujisan. という名前になった. So the name yeah, it's well, Toyu, so-called name became. So it became called like that. All right, that's a lot to take in. And that's it. That's the story, apparently. All right, what the trip it was. And some exercises. Where do I begin? Number 1. A から F までを話の順に並べてください. So from A to F, arrange pictures in the order of the story. Alright, so the order was, let's say B. First, old man found a baby inside the bamboo and there was light around it. Yeah. So that's number 1. And then, Kaguya Hime-sama. And then, I guess, there were all these people who came to see the princess. Bottom left. And then, in the end, somehow there were 5 of them, I would say. And what did she do? She sent them. I guess F, I'm imagining she sent them far away. Actually, no. This is where they go to the moon. Okay, I got it. Go back. So that's number 1. Yeah, baby appeared, and then they came to her, and then there were 5 of them, and then none of them came back, so she was crying, looking at the evening moon, full moon. And then basically no one married her, so people from the moon in this carriage took her back to the moon. And then there was the medicine, so the guy put the medicine, Emperor of Japan, on top of Mount Fuji, and it became Mount Fuji. Alright. I have to go soon. Let me just check something. Oh no. It's good. Okay, so that's the order. Next task. 正しい答えを選んでください. Please pick a correct answer. かぐや姫は地球の人でしたか? Kaguya Princess was a person from planet Earth. And hi, oh yeah, so no. Yeah, number 2. She was from the moon. Next, かぐや姫は男たちに何をさせましたか? What did Princess Kaguya ask the man mean? First, 外国旅行する to travel abroad. Second, 結婚の準備をする prepare for the wedding. And 3, 珍しいものを探す rare objects search. So yes, it's number 3. She asked them to go and search for rare objects. Alright, there's more. Okay, so let's go quickly through this last page, and this will be the end of this stream. I'll just increase the font size or zoom in. Alright. Give me a second to catch my breath, sip some coffee. Okay, internet stable. Good. Alright, let's do this. Kaguya Hime wa tenno to kekkon shitai to omoimashita ka? Hai, iie. Princess Kaguya, did she want Did she think about or wanna marry the emperor? Well, no. Yeah. かぐや姫はどうして悲しそうでしたか? Why was Princess Kaguya sad? 1番、月が嫌いだから She hated the moon. 2番、おじいさんたちと別れなければならないから別れな So number 2 means from old men and old lady she had to be separated. And 3. 地球の人と結婚できないから。I guess she couldn't marry people from planet Earth. It's interesting, but I think it's both 2 and 3. And I don't think she hated the moon, but what would be like number 1 reason? Number 1, well, why did she even came to planet Earth, I don't know. There was a magical light, she appeared, and then she flew into the sky to the moon years later. And I guess that means... Did she even care about marrying somewhere? I don't know. Did she care about the old man and the old lady? What was more important to her? I would say it's both. I would say it's both. どうして天皇は不死の薬を焼かせましたか? Why did Emperor burn this cure for death? おじさんたちが死んだから because old men and women died. 薬が嫌いだから he hated medicine and 長い息しても意味がなかったら long so this has that vibe even if he could live a long life he didn't see a meaning to it. So I would say Sanban number 3. He could live a long life, but he was really into princess. He couldn't live without her. 2番、あなたの国に月に関係がある話がありますか? Are there any stories related to the moon in your countries? Alright. And I don't know why it's here. It's a bonus. 月の形, like shapes of the moon. Shingetsu, new moon. Mikagetsu. I guess it's a 3-day moon. Oh, sorry, that's not Getsu. Tsuki. Zuki. Mika. Tsuki. I think it's Zuki. Mikazuki. 3-day moon. Hangetsu. Half moon. Mangetsu. Full moon. It's interesting that it's usually Getsu, but when it's 3-day moon, it's written not Getsu. You're supposed to read it as not Getsu, but Zuki. And usually it's Ski, but if it's like, I guess it, what do you call it? That can happen when, Tsuki becomes Zuki. Now, what's this? Tsuki no doubutsu. Moon animals. Guess there's a rabbit that does, I don't know what you call that. They have like a mullet and they knock on dough. So he has the mullet and he's beating the dough on this, what do you call it, stool or something, I don't know. 昔、日本では月にウサギがいて、餅つきをしていると考えられていました。Long time ago, in Japan, the moon, 日本では月にウサギがいて、they were kind of like thinking that there was a rabbit inside the moon, and he's doing mochitsuki. So mochi is that sticky dough, I guess. And they were thinking that he's doing that. Actually, let me see. Mochitsuki. I don't know much about it, but pounding mochi is what it is. And basically, it's this: you have the mullet and you pounding the mochi. I guess you put rice and then you just smack the rice with this mullet until it becomes something like dough, or just mochi, meaning sticky rice or something like that. So this is what this is. So on the right hand side there's a rabbit. He's with two hands he's holding this wooden mullet, and that's a sticky mochi right here. And then this is this platform of sorts. Alright, there you have it. That's a story about Princess from the Moon. Cool. Alright, I gotta go. Thanks for having me. See you next time. Bye bye.